Hi, all, this is your wise loser wanting to thank each one of you for your response for our You Ask, We Connect campaign. The query today has come from Mr. Nitin Thakkar, who is a renowned real estate professional from Mumbai and is known in the circle as a reformer, an educationist, and is very valuable for the industry. So Mr. Nitin owns this organization by the name Jalaram Estate Consultancy, and he had this query on what would be the changes in the real estate post the lockdown and how would the industry behave. So as a part of my announcement that I had done 2 days back, I would be introducing my mastermind today to answer your query. So we together decided, we together consulted with each other, and we have come out with something that we feel will add value to your query. So without taking much of your time, let me introduce to you one of my valuable mastermind, Mr. Dwarkanath Prabhu. Prabhu, as we call him, is an author, an entrepreneur, and a mentor to many startups. He is an alumnus of the IIM Bangalore. He is a gold medalist for innovation in the global top 50 thought leaders for startups. So Dwarkanath would be answering the query of Mr. Nitin Thakkar. Thank you.
Okay, so the question is about opportunities and challenges in the real estate sector post COVID-19. COVID-19 is a game changer for every business, not just the real estate, but for every business. Real estate sector specifically was already going through a corrective phase after a massive and prolonged dream run. The virus has accelerated the process, but doesn't stop there. It not only brings in the correction, but it also creates a level playing field for everyone. Practically everybody would be at the same stage after COVID-19, and you raise from there. So this calls for a significant transformation of business. The way you're operating earlier and whatever made you successful till date, that doesn't necessarily mean that the same practices will make you successful in the next years to come. It calls for a completely different thinking. It's kind of a startup. You are just going to be a startup once again, right? Basically, if you look at a startup thinking, there are 3 fundamental things that a startup should do. The first thing is it has to identify a latent or emerging desire of your potential customers. That underlines your opportunity. Okay. The second thing that it needs to do is it has to create a product. It has to create a product to fulfill that latent demand in such a way that it converts this latent wishful demand, wishful desire into a urgent fulfillable need. And finally, it also needs to find a different way of selling. Because all said and done, your product probably is not completely different, it's probably an incremental difference and or maybe slightly a different packaging, or maybe a different way in which it has been structured. The same thing has been structured a little differently, and not really very different from what exists in the market, but you need to project it differently in a very different way of advertising, right? You have to stand out in the cacophony of all the noises around. These two things are your challenges. So now let's relate this to the real estate business. After the COVID-19, people have realized their actual needs about residents, looks like. Considering that work from home is going to be a norm now, let's put that very bluntly, it's going to be a norm. TCS has already announced that 75% of its staff will work from home till 2025. More than that, a company like Twitter has allowed its employees to work from home forever. Now, this could mark a fundamental shift in many IT-centric businesses as well as in non-IT businesses, functions and departments which are IT-centric, okay, which are driven by IT. Plus, there is a possibility of high job losses, which may force people into entrepreneurship. So there will be more startups coming in, more demand for offices, but could be very small offices. And the fall in commercial demand may be actually balanced by this new type of demand. At the same time, severe constraints are likely to impact spending power. So people will not make large upfront investments. Also, given the uncertainty around everything, they will not afford long-term EMIs, and therefore the opportunity now emerges out of these embedded challenges. Okay, so let's look at your challenge. What is the challenge? So you are likely to witness a very different kind of buying pattern. In terms of residential spaces, the need for larger spaces will be there, but affordability will not be there. That will be a limiting factor. You will need to probably create a product for such kind of needs. You can think about innovative financial instruments to fund the construction as well as purchase of the property. Traditionally, the funding of construction and funding of purchase has been done as independent vehicles. But perhaps if you can just think a little differently, if the funds are coming from the same company, can you just integrate these disconnected cash cycles? That would perhaps create a very different financial instrument which will help overcome this particular problem. In terms of commercial spaces, the needs will be more in numbers but smaller in size. So no longer people would look at those large floor plates or the entire buildings. They may rather go for smaller offices but in more numbers. So you need to be able to sell more and sell fast. Okay? So this selling more and selling fast is probably an easier challenge to resolve. With the right processes, technologies, and a good CRM software, it's possible to reach faster. Now, the next challenge is to stand out from the crowd, like I said earlier also, so that customers come to you rather than you going to the customers. Again, digital marketing technologies will play a crucial role over here. You need not just to advertise, but ensure that your advertisers reaches the right person at the right time at the right device. Right? So targeted social media marketing becomes extremely crucial for this stage. You will need to segment your prospective customers and target them selectively rather. Position yourself intelligently. That's what the classical STP as it's called, and that's what it is. And please understand, digital marketing is not free, okay, and neither it is cheap. For every wrong click, every wrong click, your loss will be very, very high, and every correct click, your opportunity cycle will will shorten a little bit, or your number of opportunities will increase a little bit. That's it. Okay. And finally, just keep in mind, people will be loath to travel. This is something a little interesting. People will be loath to travel. Every realtor knows that a customer site visit is the most common decision making point in the entire buying process. You may find it difficult to ensure that people come for site visits. So it's not going to be so easy to call them for site visits. But can you give them the experience of a site visit sitting right in their homes? Now technology can help in this too. Just a video is not enough. Just a video is not at all enough. You may just have a video shoot of the entire site or a curated animated video. That's not enough. Can you give them a really interactive, experientially enriching video? That's what you think about. You will need to give the customers the experience of booking their properties without a physical site visit, but with the same experience. Technologies exist. You just need to deploy them in the right way. Okay? So summarizing, the challenges will be in terms of needs, change in needs rather. The challenges will be in terms of changing needs, large disruptions in processing power, in purchasing power, and unavoidable adaptations in your marketing and sales methods. Wonderful opportunities will be available to those who will manage to work around these challenges through digital transformation, process automation, and system thinking. Any help you require in all of this, we can assist. Thank you.
So that was Prabhu for all of you. So if I were to summarize once again, Prabhu spoke about the changes that are going to happen in the real estate post-lockdown, and he has humbly requested every realtor to wear the cap of a startup, cherish the past success, however unlearn, and start thinking like a startup. How would you behave if it were to be the first day in your business, a new business? So he has asked each one of you to keep looking at the emerging buying trends, the emerging market, emerging buying pattern, the purchase capacity of people, what would attract them to buy, and devise the sales strategy accordingly. He spoke about people getting into forced entrepreneurship. However, they may look out for small offices. He also spoke about the fact that work from home will become a culture. So a lot of homes will also be, a part of the home will also be had to be converted to an office. So when we pitch to a client, so when a client is actually looking out for a site visit, what of the many things that will be on in his mind, one of the things that will be on in his mind is, यार यहाँ पे मेरा ऑफिस कहाँ बना सकता हूँ, कौन से रूम में मैं ऑफिस बना सकता हूँ. And when we pitch to the client, we need to keep that aspect of his in mind. And he also spoke about how to leverage on technology and think of a virtual site visit. And how do we make it happen for the client? Obviously, keeping in mind the RERA regulations, coordinating with the builder, the investment concerns of ours as a realtor, how do we make this happen? And what he said, I think would make sense. People may want to see a site but may not be comfortable to walk in for whatever reasons. So technologically, if we can make it happen and make it state of the art, I'm sure a lot of buyers can be still identified, a new segment can be identified. And he also emphasized on how important personal branding of yours is. So digital is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. If these inputs makes sense and if it adds value to your existing business, thereby increase sales, Team MRV will be delighted to see it. Thanks, Mr. Nitin, and may you grow leaps and bounds. Thank you.